Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer and moved to Arsenal. Now, as you know on the show, I've been telling you about the whole Lacazette thing, telling you that we're, I was told we're close to Lacazette, we're definitely 100% in for him. Well, we're being told today that Arsenal's bid for Alexander Lacazette has been rejected. That Arsenal made a bid, it's a definite 100% bid for Lacazette. There's some people speculating that the bid was around about £44 million, and that bid has been rejected by Lyon. Lyon want more money for him. It's still ongoing. Arsenal are still trying to get the whole deal done. But at the moment, the first bid for Alexander Lacazette has been rejected. We heard the Lyon president saying earlier on in the week that he's looking for something up towards £57 million. Hardball he's playing. Why not? He's trying to get the most money he can for his player. But is it positive to know that negotiations are going on, that we are trying to get Lacazette? Or are you sitting there thinking to yourself, here we go again. Arsenal's negotiating. Because we look at teams, there was somebody who said in the comments yesterday, goes, you look at teams like Man City, the deal just gets done. You don't hear all this negotiating going on, but then I suppose they operate on a different stratosphere than what we do, you know what I mean? And they can get deals done in a different way. But first bid for Lacazette rejected. Hopefully Arsenal will be going in with another bid and we can get this deal over the line. The talk is that Arsenal want to get this done so that Lacazette can come on the tour to Australia that takes place in a couple of weeks' time. Another bid that's been rejected but from Arsenal has been the bid for Thomas Lemar from Monaco. So that bid has also reportedly been rejected by Monaco. It said that Arsenal bid £30 million for Thomas Lemar, and that has been knocked back by Monaco. Now, Monaco apparently don't want to sell Thomas Lemar. That is the problem here. It's not so much how much money is being offered for Thomas Lemar. The bid that Arsenal put in is a good bid, but Monaco do not want to sell him. They're resigned to losing Bakayoko, who looks like he's going to Chelsea. And what the talk is that they don't want to lose both of them. They want to hang on to Thomas Lemar. They just see it that if they lose both of them, you know, they just can't afford to lose both. And Monaco are going to have a lot of money coming in, so maybe they don't need to lose both of them. It's going to boil down, I think, this Thomas Lemar situation to the player. Does the player want to leave the club, or does the player want to stay at Monaco for another season? That's what it's all going to boil down to. But at the moment, Monaco have said, no, we do not want to sell him. It's over to the player now. And it's going to be really interesting to see how Thomas Lemar handles this situation. Does he want to come to Arsenal? Alexis Sanchez, first of all, I've got to say congratulations going out to Alexis Sanchez. Chile yesterday reaching the final of the Confederations Cup. Chile's such a good team for such a small footballing nation. They really are punching above their weight and yet again doing it. Beating Portugal yesterday on penalties, and they are through to the final of the Confederations Cup. The only problem being in this Confederations Cup is that Alexis Sanchez is in that shop window. Everybody's looking at him and saying, oh, I wish we had him. None more than Manchester City, who we're still being told are hovering around, are very interested in signing him. Interestingly, today, Daily Mirror reporting that Bayern Munich definitely not interested in Alexis Sanchez no more because the money for him is just too high and they're just not prepared to pay that sort of money and meet those sort of wages for Alexis Sanchez. So really and truly, we're starting to look at less and less clubs interested in him. There's been a report yesterday that David Ornstein, really respected journalist on these sort of transfer issues. He said yesterday that he understands there's been no bids from any club for Alexis Sanchez. So nobody's bid anything for him yet. Where will Alexis Sanchez go? Will he stay at Arsenal? Because certainly now it's starting to look, the places where he can go are limited. The teams over in Europe, like Bayern Munich and that seem to be, not too keen on paying that sort of price. And then you look at teams like Manchester City and Chelsea. that would be really interested in getting him, but Arsenal are adamant that they're not going to sell him to any other English club. So what is going to happen with this Alexis Sanchez situation? It's going to be really interesting. I think we're going to find out a lot more after the Confederations Cup. It's going to, again, a bit like the Thomas Lemar situation, I think a lot of it's going to boil down to the player. Because if Alexis Sanchez says he wants to leave, and Arsenal are being offered £50 million for him, are they really? I mean, I know the club are adamant that they're not selling him and they'd rather him walk away for free. But would they really refuse £50 million when they could use that to get another player, etc.? It's just not been the Arsenal way over the years. I can't see it, but that's what they're saying. They're saying that they're sticking to their guns on this one. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Riyad Mahrez is back on Arsenal's radar, and we're being told that he's the backup option if they don't get Thomas Lemar. It's all going to be about Riyad Mahrez, valued at about £40 million, so that's even more than Lemar. We know that Mahrez would love to come to Arsenal, so that is a definite deal that could happen. But again, that's all dependent on seeing what happens with the whole Lemar situation. David Ospina, a couple of months ago, it seemed dead certain that at the end of the season he was going to be signing for Fenerbahce, but Fenerbahce have been really put off by the £3.5 million that Arsenal want for David Ospina, which I think is cheap for what they put off for. We're being told now that Nantes in France are very interested in signing Ospina. Claudio Ranieri, of course, is their new manager, and he would like to get Ospina over to France. And finally, a youngster who goes by the name of Kalen Hines. He's an Arsenal youth player. He's come up through the ranks, through the academy system. He's wanted apparently by Wolfsburg for £2 million. Wolfsburg now managed by Arsenal's former academy manager, who was Andreas Jonker. He's in charge of Wolfsburg. Obviously, he would have seen a lot of the kid when he was at Arsenal, and he wants to bring him over to Wolfsburg, and Arsenal willing to sell him to Wolfsburg for £2 million, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one as well. Plenty of transfer activity. What do you guys think about these failed bids? Are you getting worried, or are you just looking on it and thinking, well, listen, this is the process of getting players? We have to wait and see. Just before we go, don't forget, check out the video for the AFTV FC. We've launched our football team. We had our trials. If you check out that video, it's a really good video. We've got games coming up. We've got a game coming up against Google. We've also been entered into this competition here. Let me just get it right. The football, a lot of football teams in this league. It's called the Fan League Cup, and it's been put on in association with Ball Street FC. They're going to be in the tournament, and they're offering a chance for anybody who wants to play in that tournament. They've got 2 places for anybody who wants to play in that tournament. There's a link below. You can click on that link. But AFTV FC are going to be in the Fan League Cup, and we're looking to try and win that. So if you want to follow that, get over onto that video, the video of the trial. Really, really good. There was some great standard of players there as well. Thanks for watching the show today, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV.